Crikey. Satine's not impressed by it. I heard them walking around all of last night. You just hear their pitter patter as they walk around. I think he's only here because there's no one else except one family, young family over here, so it's like empty campground. I'm sure there's leftover scraps and stuff for it to pick up, so probably wandering around, sussing everything out. From what I understand, they're pretty docile until aggravated, and they can attack you with the beasts like ostriches and the other one that we have in our rainforest up north that I can't remember the name of, cassowaries. He's over by the car now. Alright, this one's for the puppy. Careful, it's hot. Oh, it's hot, puppy. You have to revisit it. She's looking at it. This is the second one. She devoured the first one. Is it too hot? Yeah, I'm waiting for mine to cool down too. Now that we have some daylight and the rain has all left, I can show you around the campsite. So first, we've got the car park, which we back on into here. This is campsite number 5 we're staying at, so that's you're not parked up directly against the campsite. You've got a bit of a walk down the hallway. So we walk on down the hallway, which takes us to where the actual campsite is, which is only about, I don't know, maybe 10 metres away from the car. There's also a doggo on the way too. And then we run into the actual campsite. And this is the setup we've got at the moment. So there's the fire pit, comes with the campsite. We have here the kitchen, which I've got set up at the moment, but when we leave, I pack it all away because I don't want it to blow away, or with the food and stuff left out, I don't want an emu or anything to get into it. As we have seen, they do just wander around, so we want to avoid that. We've got our lovely moon seat right here. Satine's food sitting out at the moment, and then the swag, the 2-person swag. This is me at the end there, lying down, chilling out. That is a window at the back, or the head, and there's a window on this side too. I've got it shut at the moment. I shut everything once again when we leave, just so nothing gets into it, no rain, no nothing. And that's pretty much the extent of it. There's just a 2.4 metre by 2.4 metre portable, shelter pergola thing above us. And that's it. It's pretty comfortable. I can lay out flat on it. Does the job. It's got a mattress inbuilt into it. So I've got, well, it's a bit dirty under there. Because it's got a bit of a mattress underneath it. But there's plenty of room in there. Unfortunately though, Satine thinks it's reasonable just to sleep straight up against me, which I didn't mind last night because it was pretty cold, so she kept me nice and warm. But yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. This here, only a little walk from our campsite over there, is the camp kitchen. I haven't used it, I haven't needed to because I brought my own stove, but it's a little sheltered area with a stove, stainless steel benches, everything you could possibly need. There's a few campsites that have exposed ones, bigger campsites that have, bits and pieces lying around so you can cook them on there and don't need to bring your own stove. But, we brought our own, so we don't need to. And then over this way, overall, toilets are pretty nice. The water is a bit brown and there's no light, but camping. So yeah, anyway, we've got to get back, we've got to pack up because we're going to head off to the hike now. we're going down a reasonably steep downhill, which means that we're going to have to go uphill. Let's just hope it's not as... Although I'm coming back this way, so I might have to go up this steep hill anyway. But yeah, I better watch where I'm looking, where I'm walking. Prime example, I just... That doesn't look steep on camera. But there's... Oh look, it doesn't go for that long, but it's... I'm slipping. It doesn't go for that long, but it's, you know, a lot of it. So the hills haven't been too bad. It's been a bit more frequent than Parawira, but they haven't been too bad, so I can't complain too much. But now that we're a few kilometres in, let me tell you what the plan is. So originally I was going to do that grand para hike in Parawira National Park, or Conservation Park, whatever it's called. We've thrown that out the window. Now we're doing, we're going into the south, well, we're in it now, the South Para Reserve. And I've never been here before. It's just crazy. I've been to Parawira National Park, I don't know, nearly 50 times, and I've never known about this. So we're out here exploring this now, which I think is really cool. It seems a bit more, I don't know, I think it seems greener just because there's more undergrowth and crap, but I don't know, it might just be because it's new and I'm all excited about it. Anyway, we're gonna go walk pretty much straight to the reserve itself, to where the water's held. And then I think we'll just see how tired we are, because that's, I think, meant to be like a 4-kilometre hike just to there, and it'll be 4 kilometres back that same path. So we'll see how we're doing there. We'll probably go for another, I don't know, just wander around for another 4 or 5 Ks and then start making our way back. But we've got heaps of time. It's only, what is it now? It's only 9:30, so we've got absolutely heaps of time. And what's really, really nice about this hike, which we can see here, is that every now and again we open up to these views, and like, unlike Parawira, I feel like you normally see more farmland, whereas here you just seem to see more bush, which I personally think looks a bit prettier, and the weather's nicer, which is fantastic, which is also may foreshadow something, hopefully not though. I haven't learnt, and I didn't bring my rain jacket because I woke up this morning and was like, oh, sun's out, how bad can it be? So hopefully it's not too bad, and it stays, you know, sunny and we run into no issues. The next problem will be, though, you'll probably see me later on today or tonight, and I'll have, you know, sunburn all over me because I burn way too easily. Anyway, we'll keep going. Come on. I just want to acknowledge how Lord of the Rings or sort of Skyrim or anything this side of the woodland looks, all the pines and everything. I should see some elves walking through soon, going to the promised land. It looks really, really like that. Maybe a bit dense, but it looks like it. This side, not so much. That more looks like Australian bush. Which way, Poppy? Which way? That looks good. Whoa, that way. That's cool. The reserve isn't, the reservoir isn't 3-4 kilometres away, it's 3 hours away, one way. And it's a 9.5 kilometre walk. So we're going for a bit of a longer way, but that means we're half of the way there now. So we, you know, another couple of hours, another hour at this pace, we'll be there, and then it'll be 2 hours to walk back. Just too bad. I just don't feel like walking, you know, 19 kilometres, so we'll see how we feel. I'm going to go there though, and there's only one way back, and there's no Ubers out here, so we're going to do it regardless. I don't know if you can see him. Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. More wildlife. That's a kangaroo. You having a drink? And there, much bigger than I thought. So it doesn't look like there's much water in it at the moment. I haven't thrown a stick in a while. And she's carrying that same stick. I don't know, it must be nearly 2 kilometres or something. Fine, I should throw it, shouldn't I? We've nearly hit 9 kilometres and we're just about to approach the bank of the reservoir. I'm thinking we head up over to this little, what looks pretty protected beach over there. I say beach, it's more of a bank. And have some lunch there. I reckon we start heading that direction. We'll keep following this track, see where it takes us. I don't know if the reservoir comes out this way further, so we'll just keep following, see where it goes, and we might just follow it all the way around. It would be lovely if we could take a dip, but we can't. Apparently we're not allowed to swim in this reservoir. Even though it would be freezing, I think I'll just enjoy it. But no, unfortunately we cannot. I think we're going to have a slight change of plans. I've been walking now for an additional about 1 kilometre since we last spoke, and trying to get to the other side of the bank. And the place I wanted to get wasn't even that. It was further that way, and I haven't found a way to cross yet. So, and I can see one now. There's a bridge over there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm not really interested in walking all that way back, considering we're already nearly at 10 kilometres all up, and I've got to walk that same distance back to get back to the campsite. So I'm thinking we head back that way, and although we're probably still going to walk the same distance, I can just have a shorter walk back, even if it is only another, 500 metres to 1 kilometre. Anyway, we'll head back that way, and we'll keep along the bank until we find a nice spot to sit that's sort of protected from the wind. There's not too much wind, but there's enough to where it's bothersome if you sit down for too long and get a bit cold. So yeah, we'll keep going. God, that feels good to take off. Ain't this gorgeous? It'd be nice if it was less cold. I say it's cold. It's like, I think it's like, I did just check, it was like 11 degrees or something like that, and to me that is absolutely freezing, and I need like thermals and gloves and everything. Anyway, so we've arrived here at the reservoir. I don't think I'm going to go any further. There's a lot here to explore actually. There's a lot of other tracks, but they're all on that side of the bank, which is annoying because I thought you could go that way. I was looking at the map, but the closest way is that bridge that I was talking about earlier. You have to cross that bridge and then you come to all the tracks that are on the other side of the reservoir. But you can also approach it by car. So if I'm ever going to revisit, I reckon I'm going to come by car and get to the bank on that side by car. And the reason is, we've gotten here now, we've taken pretty much a direct route, like on the main path that takes you here. We didn't really bypass anything. And I've done 10.3 kilometres, which, not massive or anything like that. It's taken me a bit over 2.5 hours, which hasn't been too bad. So it's been pretty quick, but still, like, I'm gonna have to walk all that back. So unless I'm gonna camp along the way, I reckon I would not continue. I'd probably come back. But anyway, it is gorgeous. There's heaps and heaps of little baby ducks and everything floating around. Heaps of stuff going on the other side of that bank. So I think we're going to hang out here for just a little bit longer, finish off some food, and then we'll start making our way back. Because although it's not scheduled to rain today, by the looks of it anymore, the clouds don't look amazing. It has gotten a lot more overcast than when we set off. So I don't want to get rained on, especially this far from camp. But you know, it's part of camping, isn't it? Right, we're lost already. There's the reservoir right over there. I'm pretty sure I came along these tracks over there, along that fence line. But, you know, I just sort of beelined it up the hill and was like, oh, I'll run into the track surely, but there's more than one fire track, obviously. So what I'm thinking is we need to head that way. I think that track that's there, because we followed that fence line. So I reckon I keep following this down the hill and we should just run into it. Update. Still lost. Looks pretty. But I think we're going in the right direction. I don't really know, but we'll end up on a fire track soon enough. I've just sort of beelined towards the fire track that I think we're got to head to, and I know my rough direction. Oh, this might be a creek. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright, well maybe we can't go this way. Is there anything in it? Oh, there's a bit of water in it. Is there anywhere we can cross? Oh, there's a crossing there. I reckon we can cross over there. There's nowhere we can do it over here. Anyway, as I was saying, we're a bit lost, but we know where we're going roughly. And there's just, I think this is like a bedding area or feeding area or something for some kangaroos and stuff, because there is so much poo. It's unbelievable. There is a ridiculous amount. Anyway, I gotta cross this. I better pay attention. Looks like some motorbikes have been here through here, so we can't be going too far in the wrong direction. Off you go. You test it out for me. Thank you. Alright, those prickles look horrible. Right here, back on course. You're not fussed that we're lost, are you? So we've been walking now for 2 kilometres. Well, we still don't know where we are. I think we're still going the right direction. There's a T-junction up here. You can see the intersection up there. I think we know where we're going. I think up here is going to have a post saying to keep going further down this track, because from memory, that creek that we crossed earlier, when I still didn't know where I was going, is the same creek that I was worried about filling up when it had that concrete sort of past creek crossing through it. So I think that's that creek on my left over here, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see what this sign says, see if there's anything up there. Fingers crossed there is, because that means I was right. And I reckon if I am right, I've shaved off like maybe 1 kilometre or something off my return time, because I've just sort of beeline to where I think it is, which, you know, that'd be nice. Not that I'm opposed to walking that extra kilometre, but you know. Oh, I see a post. What does it say? Oh, I can see an arrow on it. I don't know if you can see it yet. That to me looks like it's pointing that way. Let's just see it has the right track on it. Oh, we might be in business. Yes, by the cattle yard track. And that is down there, that creek crossing I was talking about. I reckon I've saved Satine and I some time. Anyway, we've still got like, I don't know, like 6 kilometres or something still to go, so still plenty more to do. Sucks. I remember going down this hill and being like, oh, the hills aren't too bad. I'm having to climb back up this one. It sucks. Hills suck. What was I saying? This sucks. I was just complaining about how much it sucks hiking up hills, but I've really enjoyed this camping trip. I haven't went camping in forever. I've been in the caravan not too long ago, well, a few months ago, quite a few months ago, but I haven't been camping like in a tent and a swag and went out hiking for like this in a long time. We used to go out all the time as friends, and I know we just got lives and got busy and don't do it as much anymore. Don't do it at all. God, I've missed it. It's been fantastic. I've absolutely loved it. I mean, we've seen so much wildlife. We saw emus, kangaroos. That was the first time Satine has seen emus so up close. We got to see that amazing reservoir, which I've never seen before, which is crazy because I've visited this place so many times. And yeah, I definitely have to do it again. Definitely have to do it bigger and make sure I bring more cooking and equipment so I can sort of do better meals. But for now, we'll keep walking up and down these hills and get back to camp. Bust open a book, I reckon. Oh. Yep, there's audio. So, what do you always want my attention when I start recording, Poppy? So, what's the verdict? So, I think, actually, let me grab my phone. All right. So, we walked from here in Pararira Conservation Park over to the South Para Reserve, and that return was a total of 17.8 kilometers, and we did that in 4 hours and 30 minutes. Now we did stop, that's not including the time stopped and just hanging about and everything like that. Overall though, I thought it was a pretty good walk. I'm super glad we took that shortcut where we slightly got lost but didn't get lost. That shaved off like 2 kilometers on our round journey or something like that, because we got there and I was at 9.5 kilometers once I got at the reservoir, and then we wandered for 1 kilometer, and then I got back in, I think it was like 7.5. I got back at, 17, 18 kilometers. So we saved like, what's that, 1.5 kilometers, which I'm super grateful for, because now we've got this beautiful fire going and I can just chill out, read a book, which is what we're going to do. Satine and I are going to hang out. She practically passed out as I was slowly setting up all the kitchen and everything in the campsite. Oh, you're still awake. It's all right, you can go sleep. So I think she's knackered as well. She stuffed her face a little bit on a couple of treats and then went out. So we're going to hang out, we're going to chill, read a couple of books, and then tomorrow we're going to have to pack up. We're going to have to leave, unfortunately. But I suppose that's camping, isn't it? You know, there are people out there that can not only run marathons, but can do like 100 kilometer long runs and stuff like that. And I'm gonna finish this walk, and I would have done maybe 20 kilometers at most, I reckon. And I'm gonna be pretty tired. I reckon my legs are gonna be sore and stuff like that. And I'm going to be, having a good sleep. And I'm trying to improve my running, and I'm trying to get into running. The goal is to one day run a marathon. How the hell people do it and do beyond that, I've got no idea. It's just mental. Like, obviously what I'm doing now is a lot hillier and there's a lot, you know, more than just a normal marathon, but my Lord, it's just insane. And then you watch, you know, these people on YouTube and stuff like that, and Instagram, and they're just like recording their miles and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 10 miles. It's like, Jesus, I'd be dying. like, just be dead. I don't know how people do it.